Alright, so let's go through these. So I'm going to give you the solutions and we're going to have a look at the marks as well so that you can actually give yourself a grade. Right, so the first question, work out the circumference of a circle with a diameter of 8 centimetres and give your answer correct to 1 decimal place. Okay, so I actually should probably just open up the table book. There. Right, sorry about that. Right, so the circumference of a circle, if you go into the table book, is 2 pi r. 2 doesn't tell me anything for pi, so leave it as pi. It in bold has that the diameter is 8, so we have to half that to get a radius of 4. So 2 pi times 4, and if I press SD to change it, I get 25.1327 and so on. So they want 1 decimal place, so it is 25.1 centimetres rounded to 1 decimal place. So 25.1, and if that's excuse me, fully correct, I'm going to get 5 marks for that. And then you can see what they're given here. So obviously you can pause the video and see this, but fully correct substitution into the formula, answer given is 8 pi. If you accidentally do the area, you get a high partial credit, and a high partial credit is 3. And then for a low partial credit, if you get the radius correct, so if you succeed in halving the 8, or if you choose the right formula, you'll get 2. Okay? And you'll see down here, apply, so full credit -1 if there's no units or the units are incorrect, so you need the centimetres. And you also get a -1 if there's no rounding or the rounding is incorrect. So if they did 2 decimal places, for example, if you did 2 decimal places, or if you gave your answer as 25, that would lose you a mark. Okay, so I'm not going to go through this every single time, but it's all there. And the way this is your full marks, then full partial credit, or high partial credit would be the next one down, low partial credit would be the next one down, then obviously if it's just wrong, it's wrong, so that's 0. Okay, so do your best to find out where you fall in there. Alright, so for me, I'm going to get 5 for that one. So I'll just put the 5 here so that we can kind of tot up the score. Okay, so next question. Okay, so the rubber track for a toy digger goes around 4 circular wheels of diameter 8 centimetres as shown. Calculate the length of the rubber track that goes around the 4 wheels and give your answer to 1 decimal place. Okay, so I'm just going to get a highlighter here. Okay, so this bit will be 4. This will be 8. Should write this maybe. So that first bit there was 4. Sorry, I'm going to try and color code it a bit better. Right, so this bit's 4. If I change highlighter color then, this next bit there is going to be 8. The next bit is going to be 8. And then that bit there is going to be 4. Yeah? Okay. And that'll obviously be mirrored in the bottom. So that's what, 24, 3 to 24. And then you're going to have 24 down here. And then this bit that goes kind of this bit here around the side. So that's going to be half the circumference. But then this is going to be the other half. So if you put the 2 orange bits together, it's 1 full circle, which we know is 25.1 centimetres. So I think it's 24 for the top, it's 24 for the bottom, and it's 25.1 for the two curved bits together. So I'm getting 73.1 centimeters for that bit. So there you go, 73.1. Now these are actually marked B and C together, so I'll keep going. So here's C. So every time the wheels turn fully, the digger travels a distance equal to one wheel's circumference. Work out how many times each wheel will turn fully when the digger travels a distance equal to the length of its rubber track. Okay, so each time the wheels turn fully, the digger travels, so I'm just going to write this down because it's very wordy. So wheels turn fully, that equals, the distance equals one wheel circumference, which was 25.1. So that is 25.1 centimeters. Work out how many times each wheel will have to turn fully when the digger travels a distance equal to the length of its rubber track. So that's the 73.1. So how many times do the wheels turn? So if we do 73.1 divided by 25.1, we get 2.9 turns. So work out how many times each wheel will turn fully when the digger travels a distance equal to the length of its rubber track. So I think that's 2 full turns. Yep. Okay, so they have, back again. They have fully in bowls, and obviously 2.9 turns is almost 3 turns, but it's not 3 full turns, so it's 2 full turns. Okay, so that gets me, so if you have B and C correct, both of them, you get 10 marks. And again, you have your -1s, which is pretty much always for rounding or units. And if you've one part correct, you get a high partial credit, which in this case is an 8. You need one part correct and work of merit in the other part. Work of merit means that you did something right. So like if you got the 73.1 and, I don't know, you did this division, that would be work of merit. In this one, there's a mid partial credit because we're more marks, but again, you just drop down. So the mid partial credit is your 4, and then your low credit is your 2. All right. So go back there, and we'll give myself 10. And again, remember that's for B and C. And is that it? It is. Okay, so that question is worth 15 marks. Okay, so give yourself whatever you got out of 15. Sorry, just to make sure that's right. Yeah, so 15 marks. Okay, so question 2. So Katie has a gross annual income of €52,460. 8.5 of this is deducted in pension contributions. The amount that is left is Katie's taxable income. Work out Katie's taxable income after the pension contributions have been deducted. So 8.5% is deducted, so we're going to get 8.5% of 52,460. There's a few ways of getting a percentage. I always do 8.5 over 100 multiplied by 52,460. So 8.5 divided by 100 multiplied by 52,460 is €459.10. So that's the pension. So it says work out her taxable income after the pension has been deducted. So we have to get the 52,460 minus off the pension. So 52,460 minus the pension, and it doesn't sound about decimal places. So €48,000 and 90 cents is her taxable income. Okay, so 48,090 cents. There's 3 ways of doing it. So they go through all 3 ways. I did the first way. And for that I get 10 marks. And again, you can see there's partials available. Okay. Right, next. So Katie pays income tax on her taxable income at a rate of 20% on the first 34,000 and 40% on the balance. She has annual tax credits of €4,200. Okay, so work out her net income after the tax has been deducted, right? So we start with 48,090 cents because that's what she's taxed on, and we split it up into her 20% tax and her 40% tax. So the 20% tax is charged on €34,000 and the 40% is on the remainder. So we do €48,090 minus €34,000, and that leaves €14,000 and 90 cents. So 14,090 cents. Okay. So just because that's in my calculator, I'm doing this one first. So 40% of that is 5,636 cents. 20% of 34,000 is 6,800. 5600.36. So add them up and we get €12,400.36. So that's our gross tax, and you have to remember that the tax credits are deducted. So you minus 4,200 from that, and we get €8,200 and 36 cents is our income tax. Now they want us to work out net income. So we had €48,000 and 90 cents to start with. She's gonna pay tax of €8,200 and 36 cents. So when you do that calculation, you're getting a net income of €39,800 and 54 cents. Right, €39,800 and 54 cents. Okay, so it tells you how to mark it here. So step 1 is calculate the standard rate, calculate the higher rate, calculate the net tax, and calculate the net income. And then it breaks it down. Okay, so hopefully you'll pick up some marks there. You got it all correct. It's worth 10. Okay.